Welcome to SVGTV's news for Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. A watchman at the Argyle International Airport sustained injuries after he was beaten by a thief who made off from the facility with 3 solar panels. The watchman was treated for his injuries at the Stubbs Polyclinic, and a police investigation has been launched. The information was revealed during an interview with Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves on NBC Radio's Face-to-Face program this morning, who says the details of the August 16th incident were communicated to him by the management of the Argyle International Airport. According to the Prime Minister, the thief made his way to the AIA in a Jeep and removed the solar panels, which were valued at $1,400 EC each.
The person in this particular Jeep returned to the solar farm, and 3 solar panels were stolen. And the watchman, one Mr. Ashton, was beaten and received cuts on his hands and face. Each panel, each of the 3 panels, according to the information given to me, cost $1,400 EC. Mm-hmm. And I have photographs as to where they missed the panel, where the panels were taken from.
Prime Minister Gonsalves condemned the theft of the equipment, noting that the panels were installed as part of the renewable energy strategy by the Argyle International Airport. He made a call for the police to bring the perpetrator to justice.
We borrowed the money from the CDB to cut down on the cost of electricity out at AIA, provided through Vinlink now.
Yes.
To do solar, do renewable energy, because the electricity bill is very big out at AIA, and you're gone and go and thief 3 of the panels. You know, these are some of the things. It's like the people who will go out and steal and destroy things from the seismic unit, and we need to catch this culprit. But that is the matter is in the hands of the police.
Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has revealed that attempts have been made to compromise the telecommunications and data systems in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. His comments were made during a national press conference on Tuesday, following an official 7-day state visit to Taiwan. During the press conference, PM Gonsalves commended the military drills conducted by the Chinese government in Taiwan territory after the U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan just days before the SVG delegation arrived. Prime Minister Gonsalves told the media government obtained evidence that points to an interference.
Several weeks ago, evidence has come to the attention of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that there has been more than one attempt to compromise our telecommunication system, including data. To ask me a question as to how we came by the evidence. To ask me how was that confirmed. Except to say that we commenced the process of taking corrective action.
Prime Minister Gonsalves states SVG will continue to defend its sovereignty and independence, adding that the country will continue to uphold the principles of the United Nations Charter.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, under the leadership of the Unity Labour Party, we have defended and we will continue to defend our sovereignty and independence We will continue to uphold the fundamental principles in the Charter of the United Nations. Non-interference, non-intervention in the internal affairs of countries. The peaceful settlement of disputes. And the use of multilateralism as the important mode of functioning in international relations.
In other news now, plans are on the way to erect houses in the North Leeward area as part of the rebuilding efforts for persons affected by the Lassifera eruptions last year. Minister of Transport and Works Montgomery Daniel and other government officials conducted a site visit in Cumberland to view the lands that have been earmarked for the construction of 12 houses. Minister Daniel says residents in the community will also receive a portion of the houses, which are being donated by the SVG by the government of Venezuela as part of the debt relief program.
Cumberland is now having their road improvement, and I'm happy that we have gotten this far. Since then, of course, up to the point where we had the Lassifera volcano eruption, that some houses were damaged on the leeward side, and so we are hoping at this time to have some more houses placed adjacent to where we are right now. That's over on the more northern side of where we are. The chief surveyor has already gone in, and he would have made a demarcation of just over 2 acres of land, which we at the moment require at least 12 houses to be rebuilt. But we are hoping that we can have a little bit more lands available so that individuals who want to have a lot, so that they themselves can build their own homes, that we are hoping that can be done. One of the thing about it is that of the houses that we intend to build here, I'm sure that you would have heard the pronouncements from the Prime Minister that we are supposed to be getting approximately 150 units out of Venezuela. And from that pronouncement, of course, we are hoping to put some houses here, right here at Cumberland. So Cumberland will benefit from some of those units that we are getting from Venezuela.
The repair program for houses affected by the volcanic eruption is expected to recommence soon. In other news now, parents are being urged to introduce healthy meals to children at an early age, as this can help to reduce the onset of chronic non-communicable diseases. This from Chief Nutritionist Nicole France, who addressed a symposium geared towards promoting healthy eating among children, held on Tuesday, August 16th at the Sunset Shores Hotel. The forum, organized by the Ministry of Health's Nutrition Unit, targeted stakeholders involved in preparing food for children at the primary school and early childhood centers. Outlining the importance of the symposium, France says cooks play an important role in students' nutritional health, as they are responsible for the meals children eat on a daily basis.
We have one reason, main reason, in that we want our children, the future generation, to be fed properly so that their brains develop, they grow properly, all right, so that when they become adults, we have productive adults, not sickly persons who have to be in and out of the hospital for whatever reason, whether it's a non-communicable disease, whether it's obesity, you know, whatever it is, we want them to be productive. But it starts in childhood. And we understand that. You as cooks understand that. So if it's one thing I want you to walk away with today, is that you cooks are responsible for the health of our youngest children.
Meanwhile, Senior Education Officer for Primary Schools, Joycelyn Blake Brown, stresses that the nutritional needs in schools must be monitored. Food consumption affects how children attain information and function. Blake Brown pointed out that there has been noticeable changes in the quality and presentation of meals in schools. The final session ends on Thursday, August 18th. The events are being funded by UNICEF in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, along with the Ministry of Education. Minister of Tourism and Civil Aviation Carlos James welcomed a new air carrier which will be serving St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Eastern Caribbean. The Barbados-based Executive Air and Blue Star have partnered to operate the service within the two Jetstream 31 aircraft, which are set to begin operations in the near future. The minister and aviation officers were present at the Argyle International Airport for the airline operations inspection flight on Tuesday. Minister James says the air carrier will strengthen the aviation service between the Eastern Caribbean islands and a number of other smaller operators. He also says regional governments resolve the challenges facing regional air transport. The operation of Jetstream aircraft will play a critical role in supporting the movement of the people in the Eastern Caribbean. The flights will operate between Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada and Barbados. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force scholarship recipients are being urged to believe in themselves and to stay true to the things that makes them unique. This encouragement comes from FITIA Speaker and Administrative Cadet in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Judicial Ross, who was a past recipient of the Police Force Scholarship.
Work smartly. Treat others with respect and kindness. Never limit yourself to what others perceive you to be. The world is like a canvas waiting on you to paint your own story. So paint a picture in your mind of what your future lives could look like, what jobs you aspire to have, and what career choices you would like to make. Seize the moment and grab the opportunity to succeed. I leave with you a quote from Oprah Winfrey. You define your own life. Don't let other people write your script.
Sharing her achievements in her education journey, Ross says she is thankful for the opportunity from the police force, adding that the scholarship has been a blessing to many other children.
Express gratitude for being a proud recipient of the Police Scholarship Program. It is essential to provide an avenue to achieve greatness, but we can only achieve greatness if we apply ourselves. As the world advances, more people have become educated. The credentials to acquire a good paying job are attainable through education. Unfortunately, education is expensive. We have all seen the prices for books, much less the price of school fees. Nevertheless, the Police Scholarship Program offers financial assistance to every child that is the offspring of police officers. To the police officers, I reassure you that your monetary contribution to this program is not in vain.
The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has launched training programs aimed at improving customer service and professionalism of its officers. Today, the Telecommunications Department of the SVG Police Force received training in quality customer service and professionalism in a course facilitated by Desiree Richards. The two-day program targets 21 participants from various divisions within the force to assist them in identifying the importance of professional behavior. Participants will cover topics on professionalism in the workplace, self-esteem, and mental wellness. The course is expected to demonstrate to the officers the need for taking individual responsibility in creating and maintaining norms of professionalism at work, and also how to contribute to a professional and respectful work environment. The workshop comes to a close on August 18th.